Hey there, change agents. It's Tim Kelley. In this video, I wanted to talk to you about a very interesting issue I find causes people a lot of problems, which is how much do you charge for your services? There's a whole bunch of angles I could take this on, but I want to start by saying what people typically do, which is really a problem, which is that they look around and they say, I'm doing this kind of work with these kind of clients. What should I charge for that? And their first thought is, what are others charging for the same services? And then they go looking around to see what other people who are doing similar work with similar clients are charging, and then they start playing around with those numbers and working with that. This is a very, very, very problematic approach to take. First of all, why would you want to be charging the same as other people are charging? Why do you want to be limited by their limiting beliefs? Wouldn't you want to be charging more, even if you're doing similar work? So that's the first and foremost problem. The other thing is that this approach creates a very subtle dynamic that most people aren't aware of that really causes long-term problems for you in earning the money you need from living your purpose. As soon as you look at other people and say, oh, well, I'm a coach and she's a coach too, or I'm a social worker and he's also a social worker, as soon as you identify a title for yourself, which you have to do in order to find people who are offering similar services, what do X people typically charge for their services, right? You got to fill in that X first. Is it financial advisors, coaches, consultants, therapists, healers, whatever? As soon as you apply that title to yourself and then look for other people who are doing similar stuff, you have done something called commoditizing yourself. A commodity, if you're not familiar with the term, is something that's completely interchangeable, meaning this gallon of gasoline and this gallon of gasoline, as long as they're the same octane, you can switch them and they'll both work in a car. Or this bar of gold and this bar of gold, or these pork bellies and these pork bellies are roughly interchangeable, so we can just swap them out and no one will know the difference. Well, as soon as you've said, I'm a coach and other coaches charge this, so I should charge this too, you have made yourself an interchangeable commodity, meaning that your clients can replace you with another coach who offers similar services and charges less money. There is a very interesting way around this, which is that if you're really, really, really clear about your purpose, and I'm talking about understanding how your purpose works, doing it to one other human being as a process, and this usually takes pages to flesh it out properly. If you really understand that well, then the services that you offer are completely unique. And there is no one else on the planet who does precisely what you do. And therefore, you don't have to compare the pricing of your services to anyone. And neither can your clients. So for example, my purpose is to guide leaders to create heaven on earth. Well, go and look on the internet and see how many other people you can find who say that their job, their title, the thing they do every day is to guide leaders to create heaven on earth. And then you can compare my prices with theirs. And I'm here to tell you my prices are pretty high for doing that, about 10 grand a day. So if you've been doing a search, you probably haven't found too many. I'd be shocked if you did, right? So your services can be every bit as unique, which means you can price them in whatever way works for you. Now, will the market bear any price that you set? No. But now you've gotten yourself out of the problem of declaring yourself a commodity and inviting your clients implicitly to hire your competition by saying, well, I'm a coach and so are all of them. So if I charge more, just go find another one who charges less, right? So we've gotten rid of that problem. But now we create a new problem. When we start looking at what your services are really worth, what we're going to run into, which most people don't really stop and think about, is your limiting beliefs. In particular, your own sense of self-worth is going to come up in a big way. So we could have the surface conversation about pricing and what will the market bear and how much can your clients afford, but that's actually a less useful conversation to have than what do you really believe you're worth? What's in the way of believing that you're worth more? Because if you can't own the price, you can't ask your clients for it. They won't offer it, right? If you say, I want this much money, and you can't own that, it's not going to work. They're not going to pay it, right? So you actually have to deal with yourself. So it turns out that pricing your services is a path of growth and development in which you can hone yourself as a change agent. And in so doing, the way you know that it's working, that you're successfully overcoming your internal self-worth limiting beliefs, is that you're making more money. your clients are paying you more for the same services, and more clients are wanting that services from you. So this is how you use pricing as a path of growth and development. We sometimes call it FIDO, the way of the fee, right? That you're actually pursuing growth, development, enlightenment, and making a living at your purpose, right? Being able to change the world and being paid well for it, and growing and developing into that instrument of purpose who can. So all of this lies lurking underneath that one simple number of your fee. So anyway, I invite you to come and join me in the Purposeful Marketing program, because after we get really clear about the unique service that you're going to offer to the market that no one else on this planet offers, once we get that clear, we're also going to find the perfect pricing model and the perfect amount that you should be charging your clients. And then as you grow and evolve over time, that amount will increase and you will make more money using the processes that we're going to teach you in this program. Because I personally am committed to you making a living at your purpose, right? I want the world to change quickly. And in order for that to happen, you need to be living your purpose as a day job and getting your financial needs met from doing it. And this is the best way I know to do that, right? To get really clear about what your purpose is, who it is who needs that as a service and is willing to pay for it, and how much to charge them to create a true win-win in which they're getting the transformation they need and you're getting the money you need so that your purpose can be the thing that you do every day. All right, there's my challenge to you. I hope you take me up on it, whether you join the Purposeful Marketing program or not, and go out and charge what you're really worth doing the work that you're really meant to do. All right, see you in future videos.